Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That one was called Field of Flowers. And both of those first two songs that we sang for you, we got from one of California's great bluegrass heroes, the great Vern Williams. Some of you may be familiar with. We're going to move along with some more old-time music. This next one comes from the state of Tennessee, from the great fiddler Arthur Smith. And this is one of his songs called Bound to Ride. Coming through old Nashville, coming through flying, studying about my darling, I couldn't keep from crying. Honey babe, I'm bound to ride. Don't you want to go? Going to Atlanta just to look around. If I'm not satisfied, we'll hunt another town. Honey babe, I'm bound to ride. Don't you want to go? Working on the railroad, saving all I can, looking for that woman, ain't got no man. Honey babe, I'm bound to ride. Don't you want to go? Standing on the corner, 1,000 miles from home, studying about those good times done past and gone. Honey babe, I'm down to ride. Don't you want to go? If I die, railroad man, bury me under the ties, so I can hear old number 4, she goes rolling by. Honey babe, I'm down to ride. Don't you want to go? Oh, I want to go. Honey babe, I'm down to ride. Don't you want to go? Thank you. Thank you so much. Bound to Ride. Well, most of the music we're going to play for you today is older music, written in the 20s or 30s or 40s, or old folk songs. But some of the songs are going to be a bit newer, and we're going to do one of those for you now. This is one that we wrote, an original bit of a country two-step. Normally we invite folks to get up if they're feeling like dancing a little bit, but I might just invite you to tap your feet if you're feeling the rhythm here. We certainly invite you all to have a good time with us today, though. So we're gonna play this one for you now. It's called Each Time I Start Steppin'. Down this lonesome road I travel, day by endless day. The harder I try to get ahead, faster I slip away. It's one step forward and two steps days in desperation for a dreaming soul like me. Chains of pictures in my head, never meant to be. When my race is finally ended, I pray that I might find a forever home far away from this wandering mind. That old black snake's biting at my tail, he just won't let me be. I can't move on, I can't settle down, I surely can't be free. The old blue sky calls my name and the spirit stirs within. But each time I start stepping forward, I step right back again. That old black snake's biting at my tail, he just won't let me be. I can't move on, I can't settle down, I surely can't be free. The old blue sky calls my name and the spirit stirs within. But each time I start stepping forward, I step right back again. Thank you, thank you. Each time I start stepping. Thank you very much. Well, we're going to feature our banjo player on this next tune, so I'll go ahead and introduce him to you. He comes from the hills of North Georgia, in a little town called Ringgold, and now makes his home in the Roanoke Valley in Virginia. We're real glad to have him in Virginia, and glad to have him with us here in the band. He's about one of the finest banjo players you'll ever hear, just about anywhere. Please make him welcome Mr. Trevor Holder on the banjo.
Thank you. Here's one where I'll try out a little bit of tuning called Earl's Breakdown.
Trevor Holder on the 5-string banjo, right? All right. Well, thank you so much. We're going to move along here with the trio, the genre within bluegrass songs of wedding protest songs. And I know that you've all heard a handful of wedding protest songs you could probably point to as your favorites. I know we could just go around the room and list them off. We've got some of ours, and this next one is one of them. It's one that we quite enjoy. We'll sing it as a trio, and it's one entitled, I Couldn't Stand to Hear You Say I Do. Couldn't stand to hear you say I do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, we're going to play another one now that is one of the newer songs you'll hear in the set today. But this one has some influences that we take from some of our Southwest Virginia musical heroes, of which there are many. But some in particular that I feel like influenced the next song would be Jim and Jesse McReynolds. You'll hear some of their characteristic, I feel like the harmony kind of stack influenced me a little bit, and also certainly Jesse's mandolin playing. So we'll do this one that we wrote now, and it's one entitled I'd Rather Forget. And I used to wander far and wide, hand in hand across the green hills of our home. But there came a day when she had Thank you so much. Well, I'll go ahead and introduce the person standing on my left and on your right, playing the guitar and singing for you this afternoon. She comes to us from the deep south, and folks, I mean way down there in the deep south, New South Wales, Australia, and now has made her way to Virginia. We're real fortunate to have her with us in Virginia, and real glad to have her with us in the band. Playing guitar and singing for you, please make welcome Miss Ashlee Watkins.
Thank you.
We're going to feature Ash on the next song here, and it might be one that some of you have heard before. This is a song that was featured back in the day in the Andy Griffith Show. Did some of y'all grow up seeing that on TV? And I know that my parents did, and I did because we had all the box set on VHS, and the reruns are constantly on if you live in eastern North Carolina, where I'm from. And you know, that show, as well as a few other shows in that time period in the kind of mid-'60s, helped to introduce the American public and the world really to bluegrass music, because not everybody had heard it before that, even though it had been around for a few decades at that point. It was just kind of country music, and so shows like that played an important role in kind of getting that out to just the mainstream culture, and they did a great job with it. They featured really good musicians and had great music and great songs on the show. So we're going to do one now that came from the Dillards that they performed on there as the Darling Family, and this is one that Charlene sang lead on. So Ash is going to sing the part of Charlene, and we're going to feature her on this one, and it's one entitled There Is a Time.
There is a time that was The Lonesome Road, an old Buzz Busby song. And I'll introduce this guy. He's been doing all the talking to you all so far and playing the mandolin. He's a wonderful multi-instrumentalist and songwriter and singer. He's originally from North Carolina, and he now lives in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Y'all make him welcome, Andrew Small.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And speaking of the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, we're going to do a song that is from pretty close to home now. It's one that is written by a couple of friends of ours, folks that we're honored to be able to call friends. They started a bluegrass band back in the 70s in Franklin County, Virginia, which is right down the mountain from where we live in Floyd. We're up on top of the plateau, and they're just down at the bottom there. And that band was called the Lost and Found, and they got around back in their day and played at a lot of festivals, and also influenced a lot of people. And Gene and Alan are buddies of ours. Have come out to jams, and we get to see them every once in a while, so that's fortunate for us. But this is a song that they wrote in the early days when they were getting the band going. They realized they needed to do something a little different if they wanted to stand out, and they couldn't just play all the same material that all the other bluegrass bands were playing. They had to write their own songs. And so they were having this conversation as they were driving down the road in their car, and a story started coming to Alan about the moonshine history there. There's a lot of moonshining culture and history in that area, and a story started coming, but they didn't have anything to write with, and Alan was driving the car. They pulled over real quick at a gas station, and Gene ran in and got a brown paper bag and a pencil, is what the clerk gave him, to write with. So he just took it, jumped back in the car. They didn't have time to switch places or anything, and just took off again. And Alan's driving down the road and dictating the lyrics to this song to Gene, who's wrote them down on the paper bag there. And that's how this song came out. And they recorded on their first album there, and it's a fun moonshine story that is about nobody in particular, but could also be about so many people in that area. It's one of those stories. So we'll play it for you now, and it's entitled Brown Hill. For 30 years, an old man had his mule. He plowed the ground, he wasn't nobody's fool. He'd never had a wife, just lived a simple life in a cabin in the shadow of Brown Hill. There's dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. Hot bear's coming from Whiskey's Field. But there won't be no mash if the revenue was crashed. That dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. House that he knew. The lawyers and the judge, they didn't hold a grudge to that dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. There's dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. I bet it's coming from Whiskey still. But there won't be no mash if the revenue was crashed. That dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. Smoke on Brown Hill. I bet it's coming from Whiskey still. But there won't be no mash if the revenue was crashed. That dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. That dead wood smoke on Brown Hill. Brown Hill. Thank you. All right, well, I'll just take an opportunity here to go ahead and introduce the person holding it down here for us in the back, keeping that time in for us and walking all over the place on the two steps. She originally comes from the state of Michigan, now makes her home in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She's a fine multi-instrumentalist. If you've been coming to these concerts for a while, you might have seen her with her band Steam Machine here a few years ago. So please make welcome on the bass, Rina Rossi. All right, and It is Mother's Day weekend, isn't it? It's good for me to remember that. It's still Saturday, so I've still got time. But we're gonna do a song now that we'll send out to all the mothers out there, and we're gonna feature Ash and Trevor singing this as a bit of a duo, and I might jump in for a trio part here. There, it's one entitled "Mother, Sweet Mother." Well, we're gonna play an instrumental now. This is one that we recorded on our album. We were fortunate last fall to get into the studio in Mount Airy, North Carolina, in a historic radio station called WPAQ there, and we spent about 4 days in there around their old RCA ribbon microphone and just the one single mic, and managed to record 18 songs that we were proud enough of to put on a CD and send out to you all. We won't tell you about the 19th song, but we've got 18 for you back there, and it includes a lot of what we're playing for you today, including this next number, which is an instrumental that I quite enjoy because it comes from Jesse McReynolds, and I've already talked about a little bit about his mandolin style. You've seen that a little bit, but he always found unique ways to find like different strengths of the instrument and not just sound like everybody else. So this is a pretty unique number here, and it's one entitled Border Ride. Thank you very much. Well, that brings us into the gospel portion of our set now, folks. It was bound to happen, and here we are. And well, we're going to do an old-time number here that we sure enjoy doing for you as a trio. So this will introduce to you this sacred Alum Ridge Boys trio here. And we'll sing this one for you. It's one entitled, God Put the Rainbow in the Cloud. When God shut Noe in the grand old ark, He put rainbow in the cloud. When thunder rolled and the sky was dark, God put rainbow in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. When it looked like the sun wouldn't shine anymore, God put rainbow in the cloud. Oh, way down yonder in Egypt's sand, God put rainbow in the cloud to lead His people to the promised land. God put rainbow in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. When it looked like the sun wouldn't shine anymore, God put rainbow in the cloud. When they threw poor Daniel in the lion's den, God put rainbow in the cloud to prove His promise to the sons of man. God put rainbow in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. When it looked like the sun wouldn't shine anymore, God put rainbow in the cloud. Oh, Jordan deep and Jordan wide, God put rainbow in the cloud to lead His children to the other side. God put rainbow in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. God put rainbow in the cloud.
Yes, in the cloud. When it looked like the sun wouldn't shine anymore, God put a rainbow in the cloud. Yes, in the cloud. Thank you.
Thank you.
God put a rainbow in the cloud. Thank you very much. Well, folks, we sure appreciate it. That brings us to the last song of the set, so I would be remiss if I did not introduce the fine fellow we have playing the fiddle here for you today. He comes to us from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's a multi-award-winning fiddler and a fine multi-instrumentalist as well at that, and a good buddy, and we're just so glad to have him with us. You also may have seen him here before with Steam Machine, or also with another band, the Old-Fashioned Aces. He's setting some kind of a record here. So, anyway, please make welcome on the fiddle. We're going to feature him on this next tune here, Mr. AJ Srubas. Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break here, and we will be right back with another set of music. So thank you so much. Teardrops in my eyes. Thank you. Well, we're going to move along here with a song that comes from the first family of country music, and I mean the Carter family from Southwest Virginia here. And this is a song that sings about the hills of Southwest Virginia. It's called Home Among the Hills, and Ash is going to kick it off with the Maybell lick here on the guitar. Covered you. Home Among the Hills. Thank you. Well, I talked a little bit in the last set about where we're from in Floyd County, Virginia, where Ash and I live. And we're right on top of the Blue Ridge Plateau, and, just right down below us, Franklin County, down at the bottom of the ridge, there's a lot of hills and hollers, and a rich history of moonshine and also music making, and those cultures intertwine, I think, in a really fascinating way in our area. And there's a lot of still to this day, and quite a few early country music performers came through the region. But there's one guy in particular who spent a lot of time in our area, a guy named Charlie Poole, who you might be familiar with, and he just loved coming through the area. He apparently loved the liquor, and would come hang out, basically make some money on a recording session, and then come on a bender and hang out in the holler for like a month or two until the money or the liquor was gone, and then go back down. But there's a lot of stories about him, and folks still living today who knew people who had experiences with him. And also, we had a friend who just passed away this last year, who was 97, who had firsthand memories of Charlie Poole, which I think is incredible. So his music and his sound influenced the music of our region a lot. A lot of that repertoire is still played, and but it also influenced popular music as a whole, and bluegrass music especially. And so we're going to do one now that was one that Charlie recorded and was a popular song of his, but it became a bluegrass standard. And we're going to do sort of the version that Bill Monroe popularized, this next one here. And this is one that really gets up and goes. It's entitled The White House Blues. McKinley, I can't find that boy. You're bound to die. You're bound to die. Knocked off the horse and throw down the reins. Said to the horse, you gotta outrun this train to Buffalo, to Washington. Doc come running, took off his specs, said to McKinley, better cash in your check. You're bound to die. You're bound to die. Look here, you rascal, you see what you've done. You shot my husband, now I've got your gun. Take you back to Washington. Take you back. Roosevelt's in the White House, he's doing his best. McKinley's in the graveyard, he's taking his rest. He's gone a long time. White House Blues. Thank you. Trevor Holder on the banjo. How about that? All right, thank you very much. Well, this next one we're going to do is one that was written by Bill Monroe, and it's a song that a lot of people tell me, and a lot of friends, I think, also especially tell me that this is their favorite bluegrass song. I hear this quite often probably more than any other song I can think of offhand that I think of friends that tell me that they love this song. Often it's one that gets sung late at night when you've stayed up late enough that you think you know the words. And but we've actually tried to learn it and done our best, and I think we do know the words, and I think we'll do it for you now. And this is one that we'll send out to the memory of Frank Wakefield, who passed away about a week or so ago. And, you know, he's one of our big heroes in bluegrass music, and especially as a mandolin player. He's a great innovator on the mandolin. But he did a fine version of this song with the great Red Allen. They did probably my favorite recording of this number, and so we'll kind of pay homage to that version right now with what we're going to do here. And this is The Little Girl and the Dreadful Snake. Little Girl and the Dreadful Snake. Thank you very much. Well, now we'll do another one that comes from the Carter family, and I think maybe the first place I heard this song was a recording of Vern Williams, your California bluegrass hero here, and so we'll send a little tribute out to him with this next number. This is one called Little Annie. springtime comes o'er the mountains, and the wild sheep wander all along, and the birds and bees are humming, makes me think springtime won't be very long.
When the springtime comes o'er the mountains, and the wildflowers gather o'er the plains, I shall watch for the leaf to return to the trees. I'll be waiting when springtime comes again.
Now spring has come, little Annie, I'm on my way to the lane. For you promised me, little Annie, you'd be waiting when springtime comes again.
When the springtime comes o'er the mountains, and the wildflowers gather o'er the plains, I shall watch for the leaf to return to the trees. I'll be waiting when springtime comes again.
Thank you. Little Annie. Thank you so much. It sure did, yeah. Well, we're going to feature our fiddler on this next one, and AJ's going to play us an old-time fiddle tune here. This one's called Pretty Little Indian. now with this next one here, and like I said, it's another original that is the opening track on our album live at WPAQ, and this is one entitled "You Don't Care."
Sorry.
You promised you'd always be true, but I feel there's been a change in you. A one-sided love is never fair, and I know you don't care. I tried so hard to make you happy, but I know, dear, you've done me wrong. And now there's no use in crying, for the love we once shared is all gone. Now you try to tell me you're true, but I know where you've been, darling. Now you found a new love affair, and I know you don't care. Our friends have all seen you downtown. They tell me you're fooling around. Now you found a new love affair. Everyone knows you don't care. I tried so hard to make you happy, but I know, dear, you've done me wrong. And now there's no use in crying, for the love we once shared is all gone. Now you try to tell me you're true, but I know where you've been, darling. Now you found a new love affair, and I know you don't care. I tried so hard to make you happy, but I know, dear, you done me wrong. And now there's no use in crying, for the love we once shared is all gone. Now you try to tell me you're true, but I know where you've been, darling. Now you found a new love affair, and I know you don't care. Now I know you don't care. Thank you. You don't care. Thank you so much. Well, it's come to that time in the set where all of us need to just get out of the way, and we're going to feature AJ on the fiddle and Trevor on the banjo here with a little bit of a duet.
What do you want to play for the folks?
Let's play the Florida Blues.
I
about these fellas, huh? Can't Be Darlings Anymore. Thank you. Here's a twin fiddle instrumental written by the great Jesse McReynolds. This is one entitled Dixie Hoedown. 1, 2, 3. The Dixie Hoedown. Thank you very much. Well, with that, it's time again for the gospel portion of our set, folks. Everybody's favorite time, and we're going to sing you a quartet this time. It's going to be the only quartet of the afternoon, so you'll have to pay special attention on this next one. And this is one that we love to play, and we did record this one also on our album, and it's entitled I'll Be No Stranger There. I'm in the way, the narrow way, to mansion's pride,
and fair's bright and fair.
In heaven I'll be, so glad and free, I'll be no stranger,
I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. When all the saints come from the grave, I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. When all the saints come from the grave, I'll be no stranger there.
the Lord will call, both great and small, to mansion's pride,
and fair's bright and fair.
In heaven I'll be, so glad and free, I'll be no stranger,
I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. When all the saints come from the grave, I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. When all the saints come from the grave, I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. When all the saints come from the grave, I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. I'll be no stranger there. When all the saints come from the grave, I'll be no stranger there.
Thank you. Well, we certainly appreciate it, folks. You guys have been a great audience for us today, and we've really been looking forward to this show. And I just got to say that you all and the place we're in right now, it has not disappointed. We are having a wonderful time. I hope you all have had a wonderful time. Thanks so much to David for having us here. We really appreciate it. You know, this is our first trip to California, and we certainly hope to come back. So thank you again for coming here. We're going to finish up with one now that is a good going home song. Of course, we're not going home immediately. We'll be hanging out, and we hope to hang out with some of you all after the show here, but we'll leave you with this one, and it's a good song entitled Going Back to Old Virginia. Family, why on earth I'll never know. Okay, all right. We might know one or two more that we could just pull off for you real quick here. Do me one more time.
We got you the cave.
Okay. D. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just give you a little taste of some more Southwest Virginia music we love here, if you don't mind. This is might do a couple of numbers here that we love from one of our favorite bands, the Stanley Brothers. Oh yeah! Here's a beautiful waltz entitled "Could You Love Me One More Time." Oh, man.